So I don't feel like it, but let's continue with the lesson. This video, welcome to I improve my English writing, reading / constructing sentences skills using local AI as a feature, but not as the main pivot point. So I prompted today something, you can see that here, and I still struggle with the word necessary. So the rules, in case you just stumble, there's only one rule. I interact with AI, I write, read, and whenever I encounter a word like necessary, like so, let's see, necessary. Oh, that was correct, but I already practiced this today. Whenever I encounter a word and I write that wrong, like so, and I have to check it, like so, after checking it, I have to write that 3 times in a row correctly. Let's do that. Necessary. First one, necessary. Second time, this is a come on, I can do it. Necessary. This word will take a while. Okay. Anyway, so I basically stopped here after the prompt, and I thought it's time for another lesson. I don't feel like it, but let's get it done. I want to shadow copy first something from the last lesson. I'm not gonna do that all the time because it's boring as heck. This is very boring. It's super boring and it's tedious, but it's worth doing it today. I feel at least I wanna shadow copy that or copy that down here. Copy that down is the phrase I've learned. That basically means if there is a text over here and I mirror the text typing that myself, then this is called copying it down. I'm not focused today. Like I never focus, but today I feel like I have a little bit of a brain fog. But that's okay, so do not complain. I'm just saying that's how I feel today. Okay, anyway, I start now just copying that down. Maybe I'm gonna put here a little thing here. Okay, let's get to that. The call for responsibility growth, a new path forward there. The call, this is big here. The call for responsibility growth. The call, okay, let's do that again. The call for responsibility. I don't think so. Wait, no, this can't be right. I think I need to activate here something. Tools. This one I have to activate always. Yeah, otherwise I don't see the mistakes. So respawn is simple. Respawn. The call for responsible growth here. Responsible, like so, like so, right? Let me practice sibyl, responsible. Now, responsible. First time. Responsible. Second time. Responsible. Third time. Let's check if this thing works. Yeah, okay. Okay, the call for responsible growth. I don't think so. Yeah, with a W. Growth. Okay, first time. Growth. This one actually makes a little bit sense. Growth, pronunciation and writing wise. Growth. Yeah, okay. I don't know what that's called actually. Double punct. A new path forward. New path. This is all big here. forward. No, I cannot. Forward. Oh, I see. No. Okay, 3 times. Forward. First time. Forward. Second time. Forward. Third time. So here's the thing. Like I keep saying that. I don't know if well, the thing is, I take the improvement journey very casual. I'm not so taking it so seriously like I took seriously learning the English language itself. I mean, speaking and listening and such. Also reading is kind of okay-ish, writing is tough. Because it's not, to me, it's not super important, but I like it. But if you want to do it better, you should actually, if you really want to work on that in a similar way, I would recommend do it every day for 20 minutes at least, 20 to 30 minutes. Then you will see a much better improvement. I should do it at least 2 times a week. I'm not even doing that, so improvement will not be as fast. Okay, let's move on. Friends and colleagues and fellow citizens. Okay, let's write that first. Friend and colleagues. No. Colleagues. I see here. Colleagues. Not even like so. Col is correct, E is correct, and then agues. This is an awful word because the pronunciation has nothing to do with how it's written. Colleagues. First time. So I'm just gonna practice it until I remember. Colleagues, friends and colleagues. Colleagues. Also, it's hard to not pronounce it like I just did in the wrong way and write it. I would like to write it to pronounce it in the English and write it in the English, which is rather difficult. It's rather difficult. Man. Okay, let's write the whole thing, because friends I also struggle for some reason. Friends and colleagues. And this word is not fixed. I will encounter that again. I will struggle with this again, but I will fix it faster next time. Friends and colleagues, where I am. Friends and colleagues. I'm ignoring the comma. I'm not good at this right now. It's too much. And fellow citizens. And fellow I remember that. Yeah, that was also difficult. City, and then the Z, like in Zeus. City, like so. No. Citizens. First time. Let's make it bigger. Make it smaller because I don't like where the positioning is now. Citizens. Second time. Citizens. And third time. Friends and colleagues and fellow citizens. So, okay, let's. Friends is a comma. Colleagues. Friends, colleagues. I see there is no end. Friends, colleagues, and fellow citizens. Yeah, that makes sense. This is how you would construct a sentence in the German language as well. You wouldn't put here and then here also an and. That doesn't make sense. And fellow citizens, friends, colleagues, and fellow citizens. We stand today at an inflection point. I really forgot what it means. I did. Inflection point. I forgot. Let me think about after writing. We stand today at an inflection point. Ah, that's why it sounds like a sickness. Infection. We stand today at an inflection. Yeah. Point. That's what I said in the last lesson. This word is it's still alien to me. It sounds intelligent, but it's actually for some reason very easy to write. I don't know why. For such a complicated word, and inflection point. What does inflection point mean again? I think it means when. I'm gonna just quickly ask ChatGPT now with the phone, because I want to move on with the writing, but I also want to know the word meaning right now. So, hey, now explain to me what means inflection point in short.
A friction point is any little snag or
No. Inflection. Inflection point.
Oh, inflection point. Yeah, okay. That's a point on a curve where the bend changes.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Hey, I spell it to you. INFLECTION.
Oh, inflection point. In language, it's when your voice changes pitch, like rising for a question versus a...
Okay, let's in a political statement. We stand today at an inflection point. Inflection point.
Yeah. In that context, they mean a turning point, a moment when trends shift direction, like a crossroads for policy, strategy, or society.
Sure, but what does it mean then?
Yeah. It means conditions have shifted so much that doing more of the same won't work anymore. Direction changes now.
No, the word inflection then. What does it mean? And do I pronounce it correctly in this?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. In inflection point, it still basically means a turning point. Kind of like when a graph changes how it's curving. In every speech, it just means a shift in direction or momentum.
I mean, yeah, that was already clear, but I wanted, the reason why I asked the it again was I wanted to know for certain how I can think about this word by itself, that it means something, that something is, being on the precipice, not on the rim. And the last part, I had a better explanation from ChatGPT, I think. But it basically means we're standing at a point where we decide we have to make a decision, something like that, and to go with whatever we decide, I think. Anyway, it's interesting, but I cannot find a quick answer, and let's move on. Inflection point. Wait, I have an idea. We stand today at an inflection point. Translated into the German sentence. Give me a example.
Wir stehen heute an einem Wendepunkt. Zum Beispiel, wir stehen heute an einem Wendepunkt, der unsere Entscheidungen für Jahre prägen wird.
Yeah, so okay. In this context, if it's always used in this kind of context, I think I get it. Wendepunkt is a great inflection point. Wendepunkt, basically, we change course and we build a future kind of thing. Still a little bit weird when you think about it, but it makes sense in the context. You don't have to really think about it. You know what it means, but if you try to understand that the meaning, it's not that easy actually. Okay, anyway. Interesting though, today for some reason. We stand today at an inflection point. The challenge. By the way, if you listen to that and you hear me mispronouncing some words, let me know. It doesn't. You can write what you want. I'm not gonna be hard on you, except if you mean. Then I might be mean too. But that's all. But you can write what you want. So we stand today at an inflection point. The challenge facing our nation be the economic disparities or environmental instability are complex. Okay, the challenge, challenges. Okay, challenges. First time. Challenges second time. Okay. No fun today. I don't feel like it at all. I don't feel like it at all. But I want to do it twice a week. I really want to do that. Okay. Challenges. Okay. So, where was I? The challenges facing our nation. The challenges facing our nation, be they, facing our nation, be they economical, I see, economic disparities, be they economic disparities, be they economic disparities. I don't think so. Yeah. Disparities. Disparities. This. I already forgot. Disparities. 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 Oh, I did it. Okay. Disparities. Second time. Disparities. Wait. T's. Okay, I fucked it up. Disparities. First time. Disparities. Second time. Disparities. I thought this would be wrong. Is this correct? As you can see, I think I fixed it faster than in the last lesson. That's how it works. But it doesn't work if the breaks are too long, in between. Like, I mean, 2 times a week, it's the minimum, I should do more, but I don't wanna. I mean, if I feel like it, I do maybe more, but I don't think so. Disparities or environmental instability, environmental or environmental. I checked the word, so I want to environmental. Second time. Environmental. What did I do wrong? Environment. I see. Okay. Man, that's difficult, man. Environmental. First time. Environmental. Second time. Environmental. Third time. And it's very interesting. It's very often that I do not know how it's pronounced mentally, but together with the finger pattern when you type, the finger pattern knows a little bit the word, and then my mind knows a little bit the word. Ideally, sure, it would make sense if I write it so often until I know I can see it in my mind building correctly. But it has to be fun too. Don't forget that. Don't underestimate that. If this becomes tedious, I drop the whole thing. You have to think this is the reason why I'm not going to do the stupid repetition, A little bit of repetition, because it helps me, but not too much. Instability. Well, if you have to learn a language, then you have to go through that. If you have to get better fast, sure. In this case, this makes sense. But not for language learning, only for writing, I think so. I'm not sure. I have to still work. Okay. Economic disparities or environmental instability. Instability. I see. In instability. First time. Instability. Second time. Instability. Third time. Are complex. Are complex.com. Not even a dot. Okay, just a comma. But they are not insurmountable. That's the word. That's the word which makes me happy from the last time. But they are not insurmountable. Yes, I did it. That means I don't have to practice it anymore. I didn't expect that, but because I wanna practice that. Insurmountable. Yeah, second time. Insurmountable. 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 Do I pronounce it correctly? I hope so. Insurmountable. Let me check if the pronunciation is correct with this idiot here. Insurmountable. Do I pronounce it correctly?
Do you mean insurmountably? I'm not sure what word you're aiming for.
Insurmountable.
Oh, insurmountable. It means impossible to overcome.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. I mean, he at least understood. So yeah, impossible to overcome. It's in. Yeah, I know this word. This word I really like now. It's because it makes sense. It's built. There is a mountain inside, and there is able, and there is this in. Kind of like the in is the negative part. So you cannot, whatever the fuck sir means. I do not know. Sir, you cannot get over the mountain. That's how I understand the word. I think I'm pretty confident in that one. Some critics? I almost read Christians. Some critics suggest that their sheer difficulty. Some critics suggest that the sheer difficulty of these issues will lead to cynicism. Cynicism. Not cynicism, but cynicism. But I refuse to accept that narrative. Yeah, that's such an empty, awesome phrase. Some critics, I think, right? Yeah. Suggest that the sheer difficulty. Suggest that the sheer, I don't know how to write sheer. Very easy, but still. Sheer. Yeah. The sheer difficulty of these issues, the sheer difficulty. Wait, there's a double thing, right? Difficulty. The sheer difficulty, first time. Difficulty. The sheer difficulty of these. The sheer difficulty of these issues. Will lead to cynicism. I gave up. Cynicism, right? Will lead to cynicism. No. Oh man. So let me just practice. What? Alter, ehrlich. What a shitty word. Cynicism. What? Cynicism. Yeah. Fuck you, word, for being so awkward. Look at this. I don't even know. This is not even a human word, I think. This must be from aliens or something. Sunni. How do I split that word even? I don't know how to. This is a weird one. I hate this one. Sunnicism. Cynicism. Let's try that. Cynicism. No, of course not. Sunni. Okay, let me try to split it in half. I think half is good. Sunni I can write, right? Sunni I can do. Sunni. Right? That's good. I can do that. And then system. Like so, okay? System. 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 Sunni. No, this is a difficult man. A difficult man? This is difficult man. That's what I mean. Sunni. You did that. Alter Schwede. It's already wrong? No, okay. Sunni. Phew. No, it's gone. System. System. Okay. Sunni. System. No. Sunni I can do. System. System. Right? Okay, let's write that. Sunni. System. First time. The first time is always the best. It is. Sunni. System. Second time. Also good. Sunni. System. Man, what a word. Cynicism, right? That's how I pronounce it. Let me check this one here. The difficulty of these issues will lead to cynicism. Cynicism. Do I pronounce the word cynicism correctly? It's spelled CYNICISM.
Yep, that's correct. Cynicism. A bit like cynicism.
Cynicism. What an asshole word, eh? Don't be so cynical. Is this actually zynisch in German? Yeah, it must be English. Let me check. Do not be so cynical. No, what did I say? Do not be so cynical.
Okay.
No. I mean, no. I don't mean you, AI. I mean the sentence. Is this a correct sentence? Do not be. Please don't be so cynical.
Yep, that's right. Don't be so cynical.
Don't be so cynical. And cynicism. These issues will lead to cynicism. Is this correct?
Yep, that's correct. It means these problems could make people more distrustful or skeptical.
Yeah, not. What does distrustful mean?
Distrustful means not really trusting.
Trust. Okay, I couldn't hear. Okay, trustful. But it doesn't really mean that. This word doesn't really mean that, right? Cynicism means you always, thinking of the negative aspects first, right?
Yeah, generally, cynicism is the habit of believing people's motives are mostly self-serving or untrustworthy.
Yeah, but if someone is cynic, if someone is,
Someone's cynical.
yeah, if somebody acts cynical, what does it mean in this case?
If someone acts cynical, they're usually assuming the worst motives.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The outcome is negative, is associated with that, right?
Yeah, usually negative. Suspicious vibes, less trust, harder to collaborate, or get hopeful about solutions.
Yeah. So instead, if someone is acting often very cynical, that means he is not trusting, but also more realistic. You can also argue, right?
Yeah, you can argue that. Some people call it realism, but cynicism usually implies a bit of resigned pessimism. Not just noticing problems, but expecting bad faith or disappointment.
I see it. Okay. Expecting it because it happened very often, probably in the past, and so it's now. This is how a person can become cynical.
Yep.
And people can act in a political state, political reactions will lead to cynicism among the broader public, because they already expect a negative outcome. Is this correct?
Let's see. Yeah, that's basically spot on. Political disappointments can push people towards cynicism.
Okay, that's enough. Good. Okay. Just to make sure, because in the German it's the Zynisch. Zynisch. It's similar. It's very, very similar. The meaning is, I think, the same. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. So cynicism. Yeah. But I refuse to accept that narrative. But I refuse. Not diffuse, but refuse. How do I write diffuse? Diffuse. I refuse to accept. Wait. Accept. Yeah. Accept. Yeah. Yeah, I really struggle with the A and E and stuff. I think this is because, well, whatever. Accept. You can also check mentally for yourself. Pick any word and see if you can write that with your knob by typing. And if you can write it correctly, see if you can actually write it mentally. Close your eyes and try to write it mentally. Only mentally. Don't use your fingers, and see if there's a difference. It's very interesting how different people learn. It's not everybody struggles with that, because your mind is maybe better fit for this task, But people are very interesting. People are very interesting. They are also fucking annoying, but they're very interesting. They are. So let's see. Where was I? But I refuse to accept that narrative. We must acknowledge the reality of situation. What? We must acknowledge the reality of the situation. We must acknowledge. No, we can't write that. Acknowledge. No, I cannot even fix it myself. So it's basically AC and then knowledge. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I forgot. AC and then knowledge. But I cannot write knowledge. Why I cannot write knowledge? Knowledge. There's a D missing. I cannot. I have no idea. Knowledge. No. Wait a second. I should be able to write that. Knowing. Yeah. Knowledge. No. Super difficult. Why? Knowledge. What did I do? Ah, I see. Ah, man, It freaking annoys me because this is not the. This is a word I encounter very often. It's still a struggle. Knowledge. No. The second part of the thing is the difficulty. Ledge. Why do I put the led? Okay, knowledge. Let's practice knowledge first. Knowledge. Knowledge. First time. Knowledge. Second time. Knowledge. Knowledge. Third time, right? Let's do the AC. Null. Man, this is difficult. No, yeah, I see. Ah, man. Okay, first time. Let's do this again. And knowledge. I guess second time. Knowledge. That's fun though. I kind of like it. Knowledge. What did I do wrong? Let's see if I can fix it. Lead. I could fix it. If I can fix it, it's also pretty good. Acknowledge. First time. Acknowledge. I think I'm already. Yeah. What did I do wrong? A double K doesn't make sense. Acknowledge. Yeah, okay, I could fix it again. Knowledge. Okay, so it's the first time. Acknowledge. Second time. Acknowledge. Third time. Yeah, that was tough. Das war eine schwere Geburt. I'm not gonna translate. I don't even know how to. How do I say? No, I gotta check this one because it's funny. It's a phrase we say in Germany. Das war eine schwere Geburt. How can I translate that into the English language?
That line means that was a difficult ordeal.
There was what?
A difficult ordeal. That idiom literally refers to a hard childbirth, but figuratively it just means something that took a pain.
Yeah, I know what it means, but what is the English version of that?
Oh, okay. The English version is a hard nut to crack.
A hard net. Is it net? Is it like Nuss?
In English it's nut. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, I know this is a tough nut to what did you say again? To crack, yeah. So this is a tough nut to crack. Like the nut is the Nuss, right? In the Yeah, exactly. Okay. This is a tough nut to crack. Yeah. Okay, is there anything else? A similar thing, a similar phrase?
Yeah, similar ones are a tough row to hoe or an uphill battle.
No, I don't like neither of those things. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so we say basically in the German language, we say, das war eine schwere Geburt. There was a difficult childbirth. I forgot to ask him. Maybe there is a word for this process. I want to know. Because childbirth, the childbirth is then the progress, the process of childbirth. What's that called again? Labor? No, being in labor is being schwanger, right? Oh no. Being in labor, I think means she is in the process, right? Yeah, okay. So this is also when the child arrives. So I could say, like, one-to-one translation, das war eine schwere Geburt. I could say that was a difficult labor, but it wouldn't make sense in the English. But would it be correct in this particular case?
A difficult labor usually refers to the process itself. But with a difficult birth, that can cover both the labor and complications around delivery.
A difficult birth, yeah. But I have to be more specific, right? Do I not have to say childbirth? No, I don't have to. We don't. No. Okay. So this was a difficult birth, you could say. That would be the one-to-one translation, right?
Difficult birth works, though it's a bit clinical. In everyday English, people usually say a tough delivery or just a hard labor.
This was a tough delivery. That can be used for this phrase, right? So when I, for example, struggle with a word and I try to write it correctly, and after many fails, I finally get this done, I could say this was a tough delivery?
You could, but a tough delivery really fits childbirth. For struggling to write something, better to say that was a real struggle, or that took a lot of tries.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking for a phrase, not for what actually happened. That was a rough go. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Maybe you know, watching that and you know something. But if you write something, tell me what you're talking about in 4 years or something. We must acknowledge. Where was I? We must acknowledge the reality of the situation. Okay, let's try the whole thing again. We must acknowledge the is this correct actually? We must acknowledge the reality of the situation. We must acknowledge the reality. No, I can do that. I think reality of the situation. Wait, I should actually situation. No, I can't do it. Situation. Where is the situation? I mean, this is not difficult. This should be situation, but it is situation. First time. Situation. Man. No, I can fix it myself. Situation. First time. Situation. Okay, third time. Let's do one more. Situation. Okay, that's good. Situation. We must acknowledge the reality of the situation. We are seeing widespread concern and frustration across every demographic. No, demographic, yeah. We are the people. We are the world. We are. Wait, I have to read first. We are seeing widespread concern. That's right. That first. We are seeing widespread. Oh, I did it. Concern. Did it again. And frustration across I don't know, across every demographic, across every demographic. let's continue here. Demographic. I thought so. Demo and then graph. I still struggle with graphic too when I want to write graphic card or something, right? Demographic. No? Demo. Graphic. Couldn't resist. You couldn't resist. Demographic. Dich doch ins Knie. I'm not gonna translate that. That's only if you understand German. You may laugh. Okay. Demographic. Okay. When I write graphic, I only have to connect that, right? Okay. Let me try graphic. Okay. Demo is easy. Graphic. Card. I think you have to split that, right? Yeah. Let's do this again. Graphic. Really, like so? Graphic. Yeah. PH. Graphic. Oh man. Fic. Okay, let's try this one. Demographic. First time. Demographic. Second time. Demographic. Second time. Demographic. Our current politics have created ripple effects whose negative okay, let me see how long do I record. No, this is enough for today. I stop here, but I'm gonna tell you what I do. I think this is very useful. I will continue next part with the same sentence. I think I'm gonna do something which I remember, which is very boring. I do not like doing it at all like that, but I think this is gonna help me. So I will use this whole thing as a lesson. I make a lesson out of that. I'm gonna there will be a time where I can write the text so fast that I can do something more fun. You understand what I mean? So next time I write again the whole thing, the call of responsibility, the call for responsible growth, a new path forward, friends and colleagues and fellow citizens, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna write the same thing again, and it will take me maybe a little bit less time than this time, depending on how distracted I am. So I can practice exactly those words, because I think, friends is a good word, colleagues is a good word, fellow citizens is great, inflection point is great, although this is always gonna be confusing a bit. The challenges is great, nation, economical disparities, environmental, all great words I need to practice. So I'm gonna just practice the whole thing. And when I'm done, when I wrote the whole thing, I'm gonna use a new topic. It's boring, but it's also not too much to be too bothered by. So it's doable. And next time I know exactly what I'm going for. Man, it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. Like I said, it's not that I struggle, you can see, but it doesn't bother me too much, I gotta say. Okay, so I kind of enjoy the ride here so far. Good, that's it. But I would love a segment where I could just babble about everything which pops in my head. I do this anyway. Good, that's it for today. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.